Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing my first laundry day video of 2023. I really grew to love these types of videos and that's because in between my loads, I am taking you along with me and showing what other projects I am working on in my home. Excuse my voice, I am catching a cold, but the party must go on. So let's go ahead and get into this video. I am starting with Mikey's clothes. He is now back in school, and I haven't talked to you about that, but he was doing homeschool for the last 2.5 years. We decided that it was time for him to go back to school. He needed to socialize and just get to know people in our new city. He does wear a uniform, so I'm going to wash all of his clothes that are similar for school first, get that done, and then I will move on to his regular clothing. I decided to check all of his pockets, and there it is, AirPods. It's good to trust your mom instinct. Now that I have the laundry going, I'm going to go ahead and step into Mikey's room and just tidy it up a little bit. As you can see, it's not messy at all. I want to say they had spent the night at their grandparents' house. So I did not have to clean up too much. He does spend a lot of time in his room gaming, and that is why you see cans of water and plates of food here. I'm just glad they're not on the floor. When I first started recording YouTube videos, he was a lot younger. He was about 4 years younger, and he used to throw his leftover bags of chips on the floor. There was crumbs everywhere, so I'm happy that it's just contained to this small area. The best thing that I could have done for him was put a full-size trash can in his room, and he does utilize it because there's constantly trash being thrown in his bedroom. Now I'm going to take out his first load of laundry, and these are his school uniforms. I just got a new washer and dryer. I don't know if you notice or not, but they are front loaders, and I have to say I am getting a workout. I literally have to crouch and bend to get down into this washer and dryer. My husband did offer to buy me the stools that go on the bottom to make them a bit taller, and I did not want them because I wanted this to be a counter space. But the more and more that I use them, I feel like, well, maybe I do want the stools on the bottom, just because it can be a little tiring, especially when you're doing laundry all in one day. So I haven't fully decided if I want them, but it definitely is something that I'm thinking about. I went ahead and put Mikey's clothes on a wrinkle-free dry mode. So I'm going to be hanging his clothes now. That way I don't have to iron them. We honestly had not even unpacked our iron until we were like, oh no, Mikey's going to school and he has a uniform and he needs to, look presentable. Poor Ilyana, she does not iron her clothes, or I do not iron them for her. But this type of clothing needs to be ironed. So we went out and bought an ironing board and we got rid of ours before we moved over here to Texas. And then I went through the boxes in the garage and found the iron. So we now have an iron in our home.
Doesn't matter where we go and destination or no, I don't care where the motor stops. Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. Look around, where's the people at? I want a taste of the good life. Hit me with it right now, I'm in it. Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit.
Now I'm going to work on folding some clothes that I had sitting in a basket for a couple of days. Normally I'm really good about washing and folding all at the same time, but lately just certain things have been getting away from me. I am not on routine. I had a really good routine back in Arizona, and I just have not found any of my routines here. As a matter of fact, I was posting over on Instagram that I'm working on creating a morning routine, where I just tidy up my entire house. It really does help keep my home cleaner in between deep cleanings and also helps keep anxiety levels at bay. I don't have a lot of space and I feel like when it's messy, it's cluttered and it feels confined and I don't like that feeling. And so I'm just trying really, really hard just to keep it tidy at least during the week. And then on the weekend or one day during the week, I can go through and just clean it really, really well. My husband has always preferred to do his own laundry, but since we moved to Texas, I have been doing his laundry for him. So normally what I do is I will wash his laundry and then just leave it on the bed for him to put away because he's very particular with the way that he folds and puts his clothes away. I've also noticed that he has not been putting his clothes away, he has just been leaving them on the bench. So on this day, I decided to go in and help him out a little bit and put his socks away, and then I left a couple of things on the side of the bed for him.
Baby, on the 4th of July, when all the colors would fly, we watched the flames in the dark down by the fireside. Run out, chasing the moonlight. No one could catch you. Fell into the waves of July. I heard you laugh and you cry. You hid your face in the stars. Oh, what a pretty disguise. La, 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 Run out, endless horizon. No one can touch you, baby. On the 4th of July, when all the colors would fly, I saw the lights in the dark reflecting out from your eyes. Let's go and be alone. If you're lonesome tonight, you know I'm home. Lights are falling from the sky now, so hard to see, but everyone's inside now. Blue in your heart, while swim out to the island.
If you look to the side of your screen, you will see all of my shoes stacked up in a shoe rack, and I put that there temporarily just because I was noticing that I was just throwing my shoes on the side of the bed and they just had no reason or rhyme. It looked really bad and really messy, so I figured for now I would just put a shoe rack there, and I actually love it. It looks so much better and it makes me feel better too. I have not come up with a system to organize my closet or my shoes. Right now, I have my laundry basket in there for myself and my husband, and I do have some shoes in there as well, but that system is not going to work out. So I'm thinking that I need to buy myself some type of shoe rack that will hold all of my shoes. While I'm living in a smaller home, things aren't always going to be the way I want them to be. So I just have to make do and just make myself feel better about the situation. And organizing my shoes that way made me feel a lot better.
And you ever wonder like these last with one another, with the feeling pass. Would you find out with me if it all starts to crumble? We'll search the pieces for a hope or a mumble. It's not for me to decide.
Now I'm starting on Ileana's clothes, and I'm just going to separate everything out here while I am in the laundry room. I know that some of you are going to catch on to this, so I'm going to talk about it. The doors to the washer and the dryer, they kind of get in the way and don't work very well together. Luckily, this washer and dryer, the doors can be moved, so I can open them from the left or I can open them from the right. So my husband is going to change the direction that they open, so they're both going to open opposite of each other, and then I can put laundry from the washer into the dryer a lot easier. A really big development in my house is that I have taught Mikey and Ileana how to wash laundry. I'm not sure if I've talked to you about this before, but I feel like it's time for them to learn how to do these types of chores, and they've picked up on it really fast. So what I've been doing lately is I have been washing their laundry, and then I will set it on their bed and they are responsible for putting it away. And it works out really well. It helps me out too. I am naturally a mom and I feel like I want to do everything for them. I don't think that's a bad thing because I am in the position where I can be that type of mom. But I also want them to learn lifelong skills where they can wash, fold, pick up after themselves. And so I've also started incorporating dishes into Mikey's chores. He just eased right into it. I was completely surprised at how good he was at it. I thought there was going to be water everywhere, soap everywhere, but no, he is the perfect age. He picked up on it so quickly, and when I told him I was going to have him wash dishes a few times a week, he told me, "Mom, I'll wash them every night." And I was like, okay, you can do that, but no, I'm not going to make him do it every night. But it is extremely important for him to learn these chores because Mom is not going to be around forever.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken.
Once I finish tidying up Ileana's room, I'm actually going to call it a night. It was later in the evening and I was tired. So I finished folding laundry the next day and I got it all done. I was all caught up and I was really proud of myself. By the end of this video, I can tell you that I did not just have a cold, I actually have COVID. Go figure, right? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So I am trying to heal and recover, but I still wanted to bring you this video this week. I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
It's so clear, and now that you're here, I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever.